So here we are in the morning, and as the saying goes, it's got to get worse to get better. So I'm coming in to tidy up. So as you can see, I've got the ghetto shelving up. Look, it's got all my shit on it. I'm about there. I'm going to put some more. All this needs organising a bit better. CDs, DVDs, all that kind of stuff. Stuff at the bottom, but the rest of the room is an absolute shit show. Look, Rocket. Oh, Rocket. Rocket. What are you doing? Hey? She loves this room. She's not generally allowed in there, but yeah, all my books, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I might check out that wall there and see about putting temporary bookshelves. Much the same way that did a ghetto shelving system over here. I might ghetto shelve that for books and all that kind of stuff, and that gets all the books sort of out those boxes on that wall, and then all this bullshit can be sorted out, and I can actually see the goddamn floor because things can go up into the loft. So that's where we are, aren't we, Rocket? Yes. Rocket. No, not in the box. She loves sitting in that box, that t-shirt box. Don't know why. So yeah, this morning's little task is to try and sort a lot of this bullshit out. Now, it looks worse than it actually is. There's a lot of stuff in boxes over here that can go in those boxes, that can go up there, but generally, it's a bit of a mess. But we'll get there. And that is my current working desk. Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll snapshot to something fast forward to something that's a lot neater. But yeah, shameful. But yeah, this is what you got to go through. Years of hoarding. So anyway, see you on the flip side. Alrighty, we're in about an hour or so into it. So I was standing there before. There's a whole bunch of crap here to chuck out. I've got some clothing and stuff to sort out there, some empty boxes, some boxes to sort out, some garbage and other stuff generally that needs sorting out, and half a box that needs filling. But as you can see, it's getting better. I mean, you can sort of start seeing the floor. I've already put some stuff upstairs into the loft, like a load of old magazines that I'm not going to read anytime soon, but I don't want to just chuck out. Like, they're old game fans and stuff like that, all that kind of stuff. I put a few more bits and pieces on the shelves. We've got some old boxes up there, like my old Mac Mini that I don't have anymore, but for some reason I just keep the box. I don't know why that is. For the astute there's a Legend of Zelda Game & Watch, which I'm not sure if you can see, and a few old games and stuff like that, but we can break down what's in the DVD section. There's a few more DVDs there that I found in other boxes. I've whittled down this section here. There's some toys and all stuff that are getting boxed up, some old jigsaws that I'm just going to hoy out and stuff, and just generally getting things more organised. Into the huge section over here, I've got rid of a few boxes up here that have gone up, and that's garbage, and I need to sort through these. That's my bargain headset, which 150 quid's worth of headset for 20 quid. That was one of my best eBay finds, and yeah. So we're getting there. So I'm going to take a break, and I need some orange juice or coffee and stuff, so you can just see the hideousness upstairs. So hopefully I'm going to check in again, and we'll be able to hopefully see some floor. I mean, this is more floor than I've seen in a while, so yeah. So we'll be back soon. Kittens. Back on kittens. Hello. Right. I can now get over here towards the door. So after a couple of hours, it's looking a lot better, isn't it? I mean, it's not perfect. Let's start over here. So with the shelving and stuff like that. So it's definitely gone through some changes. It cleared out a load of stuff over here. You can more or less see the floor. I mean, that's the clearest I've seen it since I first tied it up. And I had all this here and all this stuff over here. But I mean, the desk is a complete shit show. But that's gone down somewhat. I still need to take those two boxes out, which I'll do in a minute. And I've got everything to sort out. Just a few boxes of stuff to sort out. A few boxes of papers, some other bits and pieces, some books, comic books to store away into some sort of stack and store stuff so they can go upstairs. There's a load of stuff that's in the loft at the moment, so the BMX is still here. yeah, but a couple of hours work and I'm feeling tons better about this. Alright, just a little update. I wasn't going to shoot any more video today. I was just going to start monkeying around with looking, funny enough, at shelves. You'll notice that the room looks a tad different than when we last spoke. I've got a load of stuff in the middle and you can't really see the floor anymore. It's because off to that way is where the stack of boxes were. So what I was going to do, I was going to go over to the DIY place and get some bits and pieces. I'll try and get some offcuts of wood for shelving and just get them and maybe think about measuring them or do something, or just making a start. One of the starts, I was moving everything into the middle of the room. I'm going to start measure the alcove with books and, do I try and make it double width like I did over there, just leave it alone, or do I try and get them cut and all that kind of stuff. So in inspecting the wall, because over there, I was going to put those shelves over there, but that wall is like a fake wall. And I don't know what's behind it, and I don't want to start like drilling and drilling and cutting into that until I've got a detector, because I know that pipe work can run up and down there and stuff like that. So I'm just going to leave that wall alone until I've got a proper detector, until I can cut into it with absolute certainty. I'm not going to break a water pipe or any sort of electrical or gas point, because I know that up here is a load of pipes that are coming down, and I think some of them drop down there, so I just don't want to go. Which brings us to this bit of it here. This is why. So in inspecting this wall, you'll notice I've removed a load of paper off. In inspecting this wall, I noticed that it was flexible. And I was like, well, that's not good. But you sort of knock it, and it is a solid wall. What's happened is, whoever's been in the house for years and years and years, this is not just paper. I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but this is paper that's been painted over with gloss. And I don't know if you realise that is one pattern paper. However, you pick up other stuff. Where is it? There's paper with multiple patterns on it, and I don't know if you can see. I'll just show you here where this is the problem. There's multiple papers. So since this wall has been in, there's like one, I think there's two, there's a third one somewhere. There's a third design, and then there's fourth, and then there's fifth. And then they painted over the top of it. And this, see that there? Look. That is, so that is very spongy. So I don't fancy drilling into that and putting shelves on there. So I pulled out a few bits and pieces, and pulling out a few bits led to me pulling out all this. And then I can just see the brickwork there. And you can see this is really nasty stuff. Like, you're not, I mean, that's, look, I mean, I can pull it out, that's not good. This is Dampergeddon, this is. So basically it's been, I guess it's old, it's been wet, it's dried, and it's just flaked off. I mean, that is not good. You can see the old plaster behind it. I mean, that appears to be right a bit. So I've got a choice now. I can patch repair some of this crap, or I can redo the whole wall. I don't fancy patch repairing it, just because that's not very good. Over here, there's a bit of damp. I can feel it. It's still sticky. So I've got rid of all this and just going to air the wall out. There's a load of cracks up there and stuff like that. And my original plan for this room was to not really do anything with it, was to leave it as best as I can, and then do any sort of like mass redecoration like down the road. Kittens. But it turns out that this might be a sooner rather than later, especially this. I was just gonna like normal, maybe take the wallpaper off, line it with wallpaper liner and paint it, or put a new wallpaper on. This changes the plan somewhat. I did actually think what I might do is, using this test area here, I might widen this test area off here and like just by 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters. Just gently hack out some of this and just check out the quality of the brickwork below. That's quite rough for brick, but I want to take it all out like a big square, archaeology style, and have a look underneath. Because I wonder, I might run this wall, if it's nice brick, I might actually run it as exposed brick. And I think it would look probably quite sweet. Come back over here in this bullshit. I think that wall would look quite sweet. Exposed brick, and then eventually like put shelves and cupboard stuff, but with the exposed brick coming through, it would be a nice feature. And eventually it'd be nice, you know, maybe to tie the whole wall, because this is the chimney breast. That's for an unknown quantity at the moment, but maybe this whole thing can be exposed brick. Yeah, this whole wall here could be exposed brick, which I think would be quite nice actually. So I might try doing that. So yeah, although I've just I don't know. I've just whacked my head on the door frame downstairs, so I'm feeling a bit discombobulated. But yeah, so I'm going to tidy up this at the moment because I've got all my shit here. I don't want to create dust clouds. I'm going to tidy all this bollocks up because I don't like that kind of mess in there. I'm going to have a test look at here and see what that's like, and then as a little extra video project, we'll do this wall if it looks good. I think this is going to be a nice little project if that ends up being what we're after. So I'm going to leave that there. My hands are very dusty. And I'll check back in and we'll go through it. Yes. Kittens.